Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches, episode 263. Tonight we're reviewing Moonfall. There's like 8 different Moon movies that have come out.
Oh, yeah.
I watched I watched a rom-com on HBO Max called Moonshot. Moonshot.
I'm sorry. I was spending this whole time going, but you didn't say retro review. And then I realized this movie just came out.
Oh, yeah.
So I was going, Andrew,
I mean,
it's a retro review.
It came out a while ago.
No,
I saw it in theaters like 3 months ago.
It didn't come out in 1998.
No, it did not.
Andrew.
It feels like it
Andrew,
it did.
that's what I'm saying. Hello.
Anyway, I think I can take this off. First things first, shout out to our Patreon supporters. $5 a month gets you early access. $10 gets you access to our viewing parties. We did not do one for this because I saw it in IMAX, drunk and with an edible, which I think is honestly really the way to do it.
Wow.
I had so much fun in this movie. I laughed my ass off.
Ah.
I'm sorry to hear that you didn't quite have the same experience.
Well, second thing second.
Second thing second. Shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink. Go to trywink.com/moviebitches. You get $22 off your first month of wine. And third things third, make sure to subscribe, share, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. All of those. Like, thumbs up, comment. Did you watch this movie?
Did you watch Moonfall?
Were you sober? Why did you make that mistake?
I don't think this is my genre.
A genre category.
Okay.
These kind of movies where they just casually cut to here's big famous city in utter ruin being completely destroyed by it just makes me sad.
Okay.
So these aren't my favorite movies to laugh at. This movie's bananas nuts, completely insane. Don't get me wrong, it was pretty fun. It's too long.
Well, a little bit.
Too long.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I never watched the 2018 or 12 or whatever it was.
Yeah, what was that? 2012.
2012? Whatever.
San Andreas.
Well, because this is, what's his face? Roland Emmerich?
Yeah, he really likes to just
Blow
destroy
up the
America.
world, I guess. Yeah.
No, it was mainly America.
I guess that's true.
He really likes to. There was like a whole thing about, because when Independence Day came out, there was this whole thing about how it was like a German production and it was all these Europeans and whatever, and they were like destroying America and they were like blowing up the fucking White House and all of this stuff. And it was like this, there was like some paper about it, like, you know, whatever. But this movie is, I mean,
this was so absurd.
Fully, I don't even know if I fully processed what happened because it is fully insane.
Fully insane. And
that's where it starts.
And it's boring and stupid and weird.
I mean, no, it starts and it's Gravity. It is the film Gravity.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. They're on a spacewalk and the space shuttle and they're fixing the little thing and then,
the opening dialogue is dissecting the lyrics to Toto's Africa. And I was like,
that's right.
Ooh, good. We're really starting at a high point here. Let's do it. I was like, what the fuck is this?
The lyrics are, I bless the rains down in Africa. What? Well, I should know because I karaoke'd it at my wedding.
And it's Halle Berry and Patrick Wilson, who's an anomaly. Patrick Wilson's an anomaly to me.
In what sense?
He's very handsome in a, generic handsome way, but he's not.
Yes.
Is he famous?
No.
But like he's in this movie as the lead. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm like, what's this?
Well,
I'm not mad at it. He wasn't particularly awful.
No.
But like, what's going on with Patrick Wilson? I don't know.
Someone else would have elevated
Paul
this.
Bettany has much more personality.
More personality.
Yeah. Maybe too old.
I would have liked Paul Bettany as the crazy scientist.
Well, so that crazy scientist guy,
whose
name is, I don't recall, John? I don't remember.
Great.
He's J-Lo's manager in Marry Me that we thought was not Ricky Gervais or James Corden.
That's right.
Who we then later found out is in Game of Thrones that we both did not watch. So
there you go.
He's like, I'm out of that contract. Get me in some movies.
Yep. Did we talk about Marry Me?
No.
Do we care to?
It was fine.
It was cute.
It was totally fine.
Cool. There we did.
Like I was like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's cute.
Too long.
Sure.
They're all too long, Andrew.
But the soundtrack. Fire.
Killer.
Yeah.
J-Lo's outfits,
Oh my god, we did.
Killer.
Like, honestly, we should talk about it in a Drag Race review, just because like she was a drag queen, and
Oh, yeah,
all
I mean-
of those. I want all of those performances to
when
be
she
drag numbers.
took off her piece of hair that wasn't attached to a wig. And then it was in a different scene in a different wig and no one was talking about it. And then she was on a date with Owen Wilson in a different wig and no one was talking about it. And I was like, girl, what? But we're not talking about Marry Me.
No,
it
we're
was
not.
fine. It was totally fine. You can watch it.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah,
it was fine.
yeah. But Moonfall. Let's just say, spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sure. Yeah, I guess if you knew what was going to happen, it's less exciting.
It's definitely less exciting because for me,
you
this
don't
was
know how off the rails it's going to get.
no. This was like Shadow in the Cloud level insanity for me, where I was like, "What now? What?" So I would say I personally would recommend watching it with some wine. Would probably help.
Yeah.
Your friends. It's not like a serious. Oh, we're really gonna watch. No, just have fun making fun of it. Like it's a hate watch type vibe.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna laugh at this movie and it will be funny, but also bonkers. You'll be like, "What the fuck is happening now?"
It was just so lazy, the script.
Oh boy.
I don't know if it counts. I don't know if it counts as a script.
Oh.
I don't know.
This was definitely one of those movies that I think was just written by AI.
Oh, I was going to say, I mean, maybe we'll get there at the end. I have a different theory.
Oh, okay, great.
It's not like groundbreaking or anything. But I'm just like fully expecting something else to happen at the end. So yes, there's a mysterious alien. It looks like Wooly Willy is taking its revenge and it's swooshing up on the space shuttle, kablamo. I'm getting into details about this because the movie started wrong and it was confusing and didn't make sense. So,
Sure.
oh no, it's gravity, and George Clooney is fading away off into space.
Right.
Patrick Wilson gets thrown back into the shuttle. Halle Berry's knocked unconscious.
Yeah.
The third astronaut dies flying into space. Cut to, I don't know, the Nuremberg trials, whatever. You know,
Right.
cut to, what do they, like broadcast on television?
It was so bizarre.
NASA having their live broadcast of the trial of these astronauts. I was like, sure.
Anomaly. So this so-called swarm hit the shuttle.
Yes. For the 50th time.
But also, what?
What did he do? What are they claiming that he did? So Patrick Wilson is like, yo, this Wooly Willy thing came and fucking brushed up on us and destroyed a bunch of shit, and the fucking shuttle was flying
Right.
around. I don't know what to tell you. It was fucking crazy. And they're like, no, it
You
was
killed
human
everyone.
error.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you're lying. It was a solar flare. It was human error. And I was like, well, those are two different things.
Right. If
That
it
is-
was a solar flare,
Then that's also could have been an I mean, it's not, but you know.
but like, we're then putting him on trial for human error because he didn't respond properly to a solar flare?
He literally was like, "Oh no, crazy Wooly Willy thing! What the fuck? Oh no!" And then he saved Halle Berry's life. I was so good. Like I was already like,
What?
huh? We find out later it's like nefariously the government is covering up this alien and stuff. But like, how are they selling this to the public?
And why are they
And
putting
why is
him
Halle
on trial?
Berry going? I think it's because he wouldn't shut up about it. He's like, there's a fucking alien, Wooly Willy, and they're like, no, don't talk about it. Don't, not that. Don't talk about it.
No, not that.
And so they like blacklisted him essentially.
Gotcha.
But the movie doesn't explain that in any way. It makes no sense. And Halle Berry's like, I don't know, I was unconscious. I guess it could have been a solar flare, which still wouldn't have been his fault and doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
So
Makes
it
sense.
started weird.
Well, it starts terribly. I mean, that was like, it does take a while to get into. I will give you that for sure.
There's a slog at the front where
Yeah.
it's like everything's gray.
Yes.
And every character's depressed.
Well, and also weird.
Right, so then it's on trial 10 years later, right? 10 years later, we see his son as a little boy.
Yep. Watching a YouTube video
Of his father on trial for human error.
God, my dad's just such a fuck up. Ugh.
Okay.
Okay.
10 years later,
Yeah.
there's talk of his son. We don't meet him till halfway through the film.
Right.
We see him vaguely on the...
This
Oh
was
my god. Oh my god. Meanwhile, Halle Berry is the director of NASA?
right. She's climbed her way
She
up
has
the ladder.
been
I don't
promoted
know.
to higher up in NASA.
Sure.
We cut to his son being arrested for being in a police pursuit.
Yeah.
We see him very briefly,
Yeah.
and he is arrested and put in jail, and that's the ticking clock.
Because he was
He just turned 18.
He had just turned 18 and he stole a car from his stepfather.
Was it that? Oh, because he did own a dealership.
Yeah, he owned like a Lexus dealership.
Right,
Lexus. Yes.
Oh, right, because Michael Pena is also in this film.
That's who that is, yeah. What do I know him from?
Everything.
Cool.
Crash? Maybe?
No, I never saw it.
End of Watch?
No.
Stuff. He's in stuff. He's that guy.
Yeah.
He's in stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, you don't listen to him. You can't put him in jail for a week. Please, I'm begging you. Sonny, I'm gonna get you out.
Patrick Wilson goes into court. Your Honor, you can't put him in. He's my son. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
He's indignant. That's his whole character arc. It's just, no, I am right. No. He gets his son put in jail.
Yeah.
And then we don't see the son.
No.
Like, he's like gone from
That's
the film.
fine.
Halle Berry is set up as business lady,
Mm-hmm.
NASA business lady, who has a little boy and a live-in nanny,
Right.
whose character is I am a minority.
Yep.
I mean, that was it. I mean, literally, that was it.
Yep.
You worry too much. I've got everything under control.
And then it gets crazy.
And then again, wait, so Patrick Wilson's supposed to show up at the Griffith Observatory to like teach kids
It's
about
astronaut
space.
day.
Yeah.
Talk to an astronaut day.
And I'm like, no school program, regardless of their budgetary situation, is calling on this dishonorably discharged
from NASA.
NASA? Sorry,
Astronaut at Griffith Observatory.
very bizarre. But anyway, so then he's late, and so then
Oh, because guy from Marry Me / Game of Thrones
Right.
is breaking into computers in South America to
Right.
look at the moon's orbital, I don't know, something or another. And he's a crackpot.
Yep.
And his character is I'm a sad crackpot.
yeah,
Fuzz Aldrin, how many times have I told you to use the litter box? Astronaut day.
and he's like, oh, but the moon is getting closer.
The moon's out of its orbit.
Right, the moon's out of its orbit.
The moon's a mega structure.
Right.
You better get used to hearing that. And so he shows up to find Patrick Wilson because that's his only connection to NASA,
I guess.
is the only person he could get in touch with to show him the papers.
Right.
But they already know about it. The scene before, Halle Berry's with her engineers and they're like, wow, the moon's out of orbit. How weird is that? And then later he's
I
like,
guess that is true.
and you're like, why does this matter?
The moon's orbit has shifted.
I'm sorry.
Its orbital radius is decreasing.
But anyway, they team up and then, yeah, it turns out the moon is...
Well, they don't team up. He's like, you're crazy. I'm going to throw
Oh,
these
right.
papers.
He's like, you fucking nutbag.
And then doesn't he like go back and dig through the trash with that security guard?
Yeah, he does. That's right.
Yeah.
He's like, you're a crazy person. Get out of here.
Yeah. It was.
Oh, and thank God Halle Berry's ex-husband is general in charge of everything / military.
Yeah. The chief nuclear bomb officer.
General man.
Yep. Commander, I guess. I don't know.
He's a general.
Commander general?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Major general?
Major. He's the modern major general.
And father's a major general.
So son is in jail. Patrick Wilson goes to it's like the moon is getting closer and closer and things getting
because,
wacky.
Yeah, the moon is out of orbit and it is careening towards Earth and is going to break apart into pieces and destroy Earth. So they send a shuttle mission up there.
Yes.
And Wooly Willy
Right.
inhabits their bodies and kills them.
Yeah.
Oh my God! There's aliens living in the moon! What?
So then he's like, wow, you were right, crazy person. And there is something going on with aliens and the moon.
Well, no,
I'm gonna meet...
the whole time. So the guy from Marry Me is like, it's a mega structure.
Right.
Aliens from outer space built the moon, so blah, 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 blah. And the whole time, Patrick Wilson is like, sure, crazy, but at least you knew about numbers and stuff. Come on with us to our adventure. But he's always like, you're nuts, get out of here.
Sure, that's true.
It's highly likely our moon was built by aliens. We have to get inside and make first contact.
I told you not to ask.
They couldn't have made him more pathetic.
That's
It was
true.
like, oh, you're a mama's boy.
Yeah.
Like in a stereotypical way. I
Yeah.
don't think mama's boys are pathetic. They made him like
Absolutely.
this sad
Yes.
nerd
Yes.
ball who's like, it was just such a stereotype.
It was awful. Yeah, it was really poorly written. So they're in this hotel, and all of a sudden, a giant tidal wave,
Because the moon and the tides.
the moon and the tides,
Yeah.
comes and just takes out all of Los Angeles.
Yeah. But they're okay.
But they're okay
in the little hotel.
because they're in that like 10-story hotel, and they like run up to the top floor. and
When
it
this
was horrible.
happened, I was like, oh, so the son is dead then. He is drowned in prison, yes? No? Oh no, that didn't happen. Okay.
That was my reaction.
So, and then he found out that he was drowned in prison. That's, oh my God, that's very sad.
Tragic, yes.
That's so sad. Wow. No.
But apparently
In fact, not.
Yeah, I guess not.
This was weird too. There were so many weird edits. The guy from Marry Me, I really should have looked up his name, but it's like John Bradford or something that sounds like that. Anyway, he's like, oh no, a tidal wave is coming. Oh!
Everybody get up, come on, go, go! Casey, what are you doing?
And everyone else has already run upstairs, and he's like, oh no! He's like the henchman in Austin Powers.
Yeah!
And then he gets like hit by a tidal wave that only hits the hallway, and he goes, I can't swim!
I can't swim!
Because I'm even more pathetic than like, it was just like,
and it's
oh
like, well,
my
shouldn't you
God.
have gone upstairs with everyone else then?
Like, what is happening? And so Patrick Wilson has to save him.
Of course.
And then, you know, they're off on their adventure because, Halle
Because Halle Berry
Berry's-
helicopters in somehow she knew that's where he was.
He's the only one who can fly. Oh, because he flew the shuttle without any electronics. That's very important.
Very important because it turns out that the aliens.
But also, I'm confused about the electronics versus power on this shuttle. Like, sometimes they were like flying around. Don't they have to have electronics? Like, is there no way? Like, I didn't understand this.
That is a great point.
If the shuttle's on, there are electronics. No? Yes?
Maybe,
Question mark?
Maybe there's like hydraulic controls.
Or like analog? I didn't know. But it got real willy-nilly with the electronics of it all.
You know, the AI computer only understands so much about lack of power.
Sure. Wait, we didn't talk about the big cameo of Donald Sutherland. Remember Donald Sutherland shows up as guy in bunker who keeps secrets safe and then shoots self.
That's right!
You're telling me that the moon was effectively the biggest cover-up in human history?
You found the file, did ya? Nobody was supposed to know about that. I mean, that was wild. Wild. But yes, Halle Berry is adventuring and figuring out that they covered up the moon landing, they covered up all these aliens, they've known it all along.
Yeah.
Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong?
Yeah.
Yes, Neil Armstrong. The 2 minutes that are missing were, in fact, them meeting aliens, and everyone covered it up. Sure, whatever. So now she's on board.
Yeah.
But now that the previous crew has been eaten by Wooly Willy,
right,
they need someone else to fly this shuttle.
Without electronics.
I can't go to some international... No, we got to get Patrick Wilson.
Of course.
Got to get... He's the only one.
He's the only one.
Only one.
And also, the clock is also ticking because the crazy husband is going to blow up the moon with nuclear weapons.
Right. They're just saying, well, let's just nuke it. No, we can't, because then we'll all be fucked.
Yeah.
Yes, don't do that. But yes, the moon is gradually getting closer and
this
falling to Earth, moonfall. I kind of enjoyed the moon visuals. Like, it was wacky schmacky, but when the moon is like coming for him, around, you know, and when all the gravity gets messed up,
it was
and
very
like
stupid. I mean, April, when they jumped Lexus, I cackled.
It was great. It was great, but I liked, like, it almost transcended into pure, unadulterated, campy schlock.
Yes.
But it was taking itself a little seriously. You know what I mean?
I guess a little bit.
It didn't like fall off a cliff for me, but it was bad. But there was like stuff in here that I was like, that was pretty. I don't know.
Sure.
That was an interesting looking thing.
Right.
In this big movie.
Yes, this giant moonrise of it all.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, I don't know.
I mean, and then it's like, oh, but then the gravity of the moon picked up. It was like a giant, like,
tree. Oh, no, not that part.
Oh, I was gonna say like a giant magnet where it was just like, oh, all of these buildings in New York are like now picked up and moved. Like, how did New York build skyscrapers end up intact but moved to Colorado?
You know.
Why did everything happen in Colorado?
Because that's where the big military
underground
bunker was. I mean, time and space. We'll get to the ending when everyone was reunited, and I was like, this is absurd.
Absurd.
Utter madness. So yes, they have to get the old shuttle out of the Smithsonian.
Right.
Oh my God.
No, out of the Natural History Museum.
I forgot something.
Oh, okay, what?
I think Halle Berry is bad in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
And miscast.
Yes.
And she can't do these movies.
No.
Someone else could.
Yes.
Make it, you know, wacky schmacky fun, campy. I know what I'm doing. Halle Berry's such a good actress, she can't be camp. Like, her just like deadpan line readings of everything we've ever known in history has all just been thrown out the window. When she discovers that there's like aliens, like fully aliens. Oh my God.
Everything we thought we knew about the nature of the universe has just gone out the window.
Everything. Throw it out the window. It's just like, so many times she would say things, I'd be like, you should put some emotion behind that. Like, so that's dramatic. Nope.
Nope.
Oh my God, everything. Like, oh my God, can you imagine if Allison Williams was in this?
Oh no.
That's what it felt like. It felt like Halle Berry doing Allison Williams. Just like, oh my God. Oh no.
I was so scared for a second there.
I was so scared right now. Oh my God, I was so scared. Oh, wow. Boy, was I scared. Oh boy, wait, I do have to talk about the most absurd edit in this movie.
Okay.
Everyone's running out of town. Oh my God, the moon is coming. Look out for the moon.
What are we gonna do?
Oh no. And there's all these big tanks and SUVs and military vehicles like coming through. And there's these two random hillbilly extras in a truck, not those hillbillies. They're like, oh my God, get in the truck. And the way that it is edited with like, then they're in the truck and they're driving, like the timing of it is utter madness.
Dude, we gotta get out of here. Go!
Oh no, we're in the truck driving. It was insanity.
Dude, we gotta get out of here. Go!
Insanity.
And that's when I just had so much glee in just being like, what now? The what?
There was the time I laughed the most.
Okay.
So the son shows up because Halle Berry has gotten him out of prison and he is not drowned.
Right.
He and minority nanny
Yep.
and her son are gonna drive. I don't know why they didn't take the helicopter, but they drove.
Yeah, that was confusing to me.
But they're like, get out of here. We're gonna go to space.
Right. Well, I guess the helicopter had already left, so they only had a car.
No, remember they watched from the ridge.
Oh, is
the helicopter
then
got taken by the site.
Well, so
the
that's
tsunami.
why they didn't take the helicopter.
But if they had taken it 10 minutes ago, it would have
Well,
been
that's
great.
fair.
But anyway, oh, and the
If
son.
they could drive away, I guess the helicopter could
The
have flown.
son's like thick New Jersey accent that then disappears.
Just so I'm clear, you're gonna take a bomb into space. And why are you even here? You hate NASA.
Oh, hey, Pop. I can't do it. I can't do it. But it was nuts. But the three of them have a side plot that is maybe better than maybe than the A plot. They're driving generic hillbilly rednecks, decide to hijack or carjack them.
Mm-hmm.
This chase scene was just a video game.
It was.
This was purely a video game. This was fully Grand Theft Auto. I mean, they were flying around and they're spinning and they're using the gravity to they're flying. And oh my God, it was crazy.
This is what I cackled the
this
most.
was the funniest
Was
scene.
when they jumped that Lexus onto a floating island of Earth.
Yes.
And then drive off. I was like, what?
All right, let me put this baby in the warp speed. Go, go!
Well, it wasn't even a fuck you movie though, because
You were having a great time.
I was having a great time. It was so absurd. It was so stupid. Also, one of my favorite moments.
Yeah.
Fuck the moon.
Yeah, they graffitied "fuck the moon" on the side of the shuttle. Fuck that moon. Because then, yeah, Patrick Wilson wasn't good either. In the, like, if this had been a young Jeff Goldblum or
Sure.
somebody who's just like oozing with, I just want to go on this adventure with you. I don't give a fuck.
Bruce
Willis, anybody. Patrick Wilson was too serious.
Yes.
His line readings.
Oh boy.
Also, they won't have a planet to come back to if we don't do this.
I want you to have a world you can grow up in, or you could be a better man than me.
There won't even be a planet.
These people here won't have a planet unless we figure something out.
Brian, we're down an engine.
Okay, I guess that was the take we used. It was wild. But just everyone was blasé.
Yes.
They get held up at gunpoint. A small child gets held up at gunpoint, and they're left to, you know, the road.
That's right.
Remember that Cormac McCarthy movie where it's just like fucked?
Oh my
like
God.
it's just like basically they're in the road, and they're just like, oh.
Be cool. Be cool.
Stop! Leave her alone!
That sucks. Well, anyway, let's keep walking. I think I know where I can find a car.
We're gonna need another car, but I think I know where to get one.
What's happening? What's going on?
Craziness. Well, and then there was that whole fire engine, or they go to the firehouse to get oxygen masks, which then it turned out because like the moon was getting too close, that the gravity of the moon was going to pull away the oxygen,
so there wouldn't be anywhere to
couldn't breathe.
but only in Aspen.
Right. It was rolling, right? It would move. It was only going to last for a minute.
I mean, it was so wild.
Didn't make
You know,
any
remember when
sense.
they like hippity hop to the helicopter? Like, you gotta make it to the helicopter to avoid the gravity wave. Sure, why not?
Why not?
What the fuck? And they're taking off in the shuttle. Real fly by the seat of your pants astronauts, which I feel like is the absolute not
the way
not
that
the
no.
thing. Flying, because they decide to take Marry Me Guy
Right.
out into space
Right.
because
He was the only one that was available.
Endeavor, you have got a big-ass gravity wave coming your way. You have to launch now. Over.
Did he say gravity wave?
he can do math.
He can push buttons. He can do math. That's what it was.
You know.
He could do the math on the fly to figure out the
Sure.
landing of without the computers. And
Sure.
I don't know.
You know, they found him a suit. It wasn't a big deal. They're going to space. They're taking off as a gravity wave is coming towards them, shooting out into the sky as their kids watch from a Jeep. Oh no, Mom!
Oh my God.
So yeah, they get robbed and they're walking around and, you know, asteroids are falling to Earth and they're just like, well,
What are we going to do?
we'll just take our chances. Like, no one
We
cares.
gotta get to Aspen.
There's fucking asteroids just...
Let's keep going.
haphazardly landing and they're like, man.
How did you get out?
Guess we should just keep, I don't know, walking. Like nobody cared.
No, it was very bizarre. Now, why did they have to get to Aspen?
Because the stepdad and the kids and the mom were there.
Right, so he's like, I have to get my family. And then the other
I
kid
think
was,
he
Halle
thought-
Berry's son was like, we gotta get
To the bunker.
to the bunker.
I think they thought, he'll have cars. He owns a car dealership.
Yes.
I think that was the thought process.
Yeah, and then it was very confusing as to how they then got, and there's like this big gated
Well, where's Vandenberg?
Santa Barbara-ish.
That's where they
North of-
took off from?
Yeah, north of Santa Barbara.
Are you telling me they drove that Jeep enough to Aspen that then they
I mean, no, I'm
walked?
not, because it doesn't make any
That then
sense.
they walked? What? Absolutely not. No.
Also, it's like a 15-hour drive easily.
Yeah.
Minimum. I mean, I guess that if they're speeding, right?
Well,
Then
and
where
you
do they
just
get
stay
gas?
off the main roads
Right.
because, like,
right, because
they don't-
everyone will hijack you?
Yeah.
I'm Brenda Lopez's son.
I've never seen that kid before. Radio Unit 23.
So anyway, so they make it to Michael Pena's house. Oh my God, this interaction.
Where is your dad?
He's up there trying to stop what's happening.
Up where?
Outer space, Tom.
He's like, he's up there trying to stop this, Tom. And he goes, up where? Outer space. Tom.
So they get to the moon. They made it past the giant tidal wave. I mean, that really made me laugh. It was so stupid.
quite silly.
It was quite silly. They get to the moon and they're like, they have this little
Rover.
rover
But
that
they
they're
keep having to like, so basically Wooly Willy does not like it when electronics and organic life
are
in the
together.
same space.
Right.
This is what we know so far. And so Patrick Wilson keeps having to like turn off the power and fly it anyway. Maybe they explained it, but it seemed real like, yeah, sure. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't either.
But they're trying to blow it up with a EMP.
Right. But it won't work because there's not organic matter inside of it.
I mean, because someone has to stay behind and sacrifice themselves.
Yes.
As a la every other. It's like, okay, we're doing this. We're doing
Don't wanna miss a thing.
This movie did not have a great Aerosmith song.
No, it
did not.
Or a plot that made sense.
No. I mean, it was just, it's like, there's a lot of these movies where it's like a series of characters.
Yeah.
Who's gonna make it? But that was the funniest part of the down there plot.
The jumping of the Lexus.
Was the crazy car chase with the rednecks and they just fucking exploded. Remember that? fully fucking exploded.
Yeah.
Eviscerated. Oh no, I guess we'll keep going.
I mean, they were bad
Nobody
people.
cared about anything. They were not phased.
No. The only other thing about the down there of it all is that Michael Pena.
Yeah.
So they're all like walking. They're trying to walk. They lost their car. They're trying to walk to this train tunnel or something
They're trying to get to a tunnel for unknown reasons.
for protection against the asteroids, I think.
Okay.
Was what it was like, oh, at least there will be like shielded.
You'll be crushed.
Or crushed by the mountain. Somehow they're not walking all together.
I think it's like Pride and Prejudice. We're taking a turn around the yard. We're in pairs. We have to be within sight of each other, but I'm just joking.
I mean, it was not that, though.
No, it wasn't.
And so-
They got behind.
So the mom and the kids are like, where did Michael Pena go? And he's like with the daughter, but then one of their masks stopped working. And so then it was like, I can't breathe. Here, you take mine, rather than us taking turns.
Right. Let's not problem solve this. I'm just going to stay behind. Keep walking, daughter. This won't be a completely traumatizing moment.
Trauma.
Go find mommy, okay?
But Daddy.
Just keep walking.
No.
Left. Right. Left.
Left, right. Left, right. Keep walking, daughter. I'm going to be right behind you. It's just like, gone.
He dies.
Never seen again.
And then,
gone.
Gone. And also he dies, and then, I don't know, 30 seconds later, the oxygen is magically restored, and it was like, so he died for literally no reason.
I thought he was going to be like, I made it. I'm back.
Right? Me too.
Because
but
this
no.
movie is
Whatever,
dumb.
yeah,
It has
exactly.
no consequence.
Exactly.
It's fine.
No, but he did die, and I was like, wow, that's fucked. Somehow this is when it gets even more bonkers.
Oh my God. So they've made it to the moon, and it turns out Marry Me Guy is correct.
Right.
And the moon is a megastructure that was built by, well, we're not quite there yet.
No.
It's a megastructure. We know
Yes.
that. They're going into the moon, and they're in the center of the moon, and the creepy squid thing from the Matrix is chasing them. And oh no, we gotta get somewhere. I don't know, to the
no plan.
center of the moon. Not sure. But luckily, someone's helping them because they go through a door and it closes behind them and they're safe. Oh, thank God. But they all pass out.
And
Oh,
then-
wait, this is a great time for a commercial break.
Yes! Quick commercial break, and we'll be back after they pass out.
So then, oh my God, this was really making me laugh. They wake up and Brian is gone.
Yeah.
And they keep going, Brian!
Brian!
Brian! Brian!
Brian!
Brian, where are you, Brian?
Brian!
We're out of graham crackers.
Oh, Brian!
Brian!
Oh, we're gonna have ants.
Where are the paper towels? Brian!
Oh no! Oh, Brian, we need paper towels! Oh, it's going under the fridge!
No, this didn't make any sense. Why didn't they take Marry Me Guy? Because we didn't have any emotional connection to him.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So Patrick Wilson gets fire and skied, and he's mind melding with the aliens, and this
Very contact.
fucking exposition dump, which they chose to have a child actor read.
It's me, your young son, before I hated you.
Billions of years ago, your ancestors were once a thriving civilization.
You see, aliens, well, actually not aliens, your ancestors from across the universe had such a perfect utopia, and we've completely combined machine and human
Yeah,
life.
they had artificial intelligence, but then the artificial intelligence went rogue.
It's Skynet. It's Terminator.
The AI suddenly became self-aware and transformed into countless swarms of nanotechnology.
Oh no! It went rogue and decided that we needed to die. It's it's war games. It's everything. It's fail-safe. We can't be trusted with our own planet. It's true. And it went rogue and had such a vengeful vendetta that
it tried to destroy all
human life.
and AI, or the combination of both, or whatever.
No, I think just humans. But if there's just electronics, it doesn't care because it wants to kill humans.
Oh, maybe.
I think.
But I thought it was only when there were if there was humans in the space shuttle without the electronics. Fine.
I think it couldn't sense them.
Oh, but
Maybe.
No, but if there was, it had to have, because if there were humans,
Well, then what?
if there were electronics and no humans not wanting to, it was just the combination. Didn't make any sense. Why are we talking about this?
It doesn't make any sense.
I think it was something about like the human AI combination.
Well, anyway, there
that
is
was
about a 10-minute exposition dump
so
about how
much.
then our great alien ancestors created a whole bunch of megastructure moons.
Yep.
And sent them out to
Yep.
the most likely places where we could have life again.
Yep.
And we are all actual genetic clones who went through the evolutionary process on Earth because the moon gave us that power.
Now, explain that one.
After your planet was born, your ancestors seeded it with their own genetic signature. The code of life.
Moon vibes.
The moon's like, okay, I have all of the tools for humans,
Yeah.
but we can't just start with humans. We have to start with dinosaurs.
Surely not.
And, you know, the whole evolutionary
Yeah.
chain over hundreds of millions of years.
You know, cuz generational trauma.
It's really about generational trauma.
It's a movie about trauma. It's a movie about trauma. The movie is about trauma.
So yes, he gets this huge
Now,
data dump.
Why did they only data dump him and not all three of them? Well, they were all passed out.
Because he's a white male lead. He loves his son more than Halle Berry loves her son.
Oh, of course.
Because he has to sacrifice himself
Right.
for son.
And then instead...
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
This whole thing feels like some weird manifesto.
Sure.
And the aliens were, you know, it feels like ancient aliens. Like some conspiracy
It
theory
is very
nonsense.
like Scientology of it all or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
But so then you're reeling as an audience member. You're like, I'm sorry, what the fuck has just happened? All of the crazy things that this guy's been saying the whole time are just real?
And it's AI. There's a megastructure
sure.
that's alien.
Megastructures.
Well, and
Megastructures.
the megastructure is like the good alien technology.
Yes.
And the
AI.
creepy black thing is the bad alien AI.
Well, it goes and scours the universe for any human electronic combination that it can genocide.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Vengeful AI.
Right?
The movie realized that the audience was going to be very confused and reeling.
Oh, no, hold on, because my freaking brain's just exploded.
And so they finally find Brian, and he then re-explains what happened.
We're part of an intergalactic war that's been going on for billions of years. They searched the universe for the only moon that escaped them.
That's crazy.
And I mean, this one, he's just like, you see, we were part of an intergalactic war with an ancient AI alien, and okay, Brian, yeah. Okay, Brian, yeah.
Yeah,
This doesn't make any sense, Brian.
Our forefathers created artificial intelligence that wiped them all out.
Forefathers?
Same DNA.
It's Armageddon.
Yeah.
He has to stay behind because there has to be a combination of electronic and organic material, and he's going to sacrifice. Would you sacrifice yourself for your son? Well, of course I would. And they're going to fly out of there just in time, like in Independence Day. I mean, it's every other movie.
Yep.
But at the last minute, a marry me guy.
Right. He
No,
sneaks
I'm sad and pathetic and don't have children, so I can go kill myself. It's great. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
It's fine. I got it.
No one will ever know that I saved the planet because
Right.
we're going to cover this up, obviously.
Obviously.
So it's fine. Don't worry about it. No one's going to miss me. I'm just a loony bird. That's what the movie told me.
That is, yep, yeah. But yeah, he does in fact do so. You know.
And he EMPs it.
He EMPs the little AI
It's all
Willy
fine.
Wally. What'd you call it?
Willy Willy. You know,
Willy
with the
Willy.
little magnetic beard thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, silly. That's fine. Yeah, that's true. And saves the day. The moon megastructure gets its power back, which means that it can distance
Can
itself
right
from the
itself.
Earth.
I mean, they're fucked. We're fucked.
The Earth is already...
We're fucked.
It didn't make any sense.
Like, there's no coming back.
No.
Okay, so they're escaping. And suddenly Halle Berry says this.
Looks like we got about 10 minutes left and then the military is going to launch. So if we're going to kill this thing, we better do it right now.
We only have 10 minutes until they explode those nuclear bombs. You would have no way of knowing that.
Oh, right. She
had previously, in a previous scene, said, I don't know when they're going to launch them. They didn't tell me.
Great.
Okay.
And also, what's time when you're in a fucking AI space thing and you've been passed out?
She lost a lot of time when they passed her out. We don't know. It could have been days. We only have
knows?
10 minutes. No. I don't accept this. No. Absolutely not. But the people on Earth that we care about have survived.
Except for Michael
Pena. The minority nanny uses gravity to lift a giant redwood tree off of said sun.
The moon is going to help us. Come on, try again. Here he comes. Now.
And they make it.
I forgot about that.
And they don't kiss.
No.
This movie had no romance.
No.
I was worried. So Halle Berry and Patrick Wilson make it back onto Earth's crust. And oh my God, and they get out and they're in, I don't know, frozen tundra, wasteland. Yeah. And there was a pause and there was a moment and I said, do not kiss.
You know, if Earth gets a second chance, I think we deserve one too.
Oh, sure.
Don't
do it. No.
Do not, no. And they didn't. And I was like, oh, thank God. Oh my God. I really would have been upset.
But also, this was so insane to me where they're like in this frozen tundra. There's the Empire State Building.
Who the fuck knows where they are? Nobody.
Yeah.
5 minutes later.
Hey, here we are in a helicopter.
I suppose there is a GPS, but there is no way that they would. Oh, great. They made it back.
How would there be a GPS?
In the shuttle thing.
What satellite is left?
Sure.
Is that a tracking device?
I sure hope so.
Yeah, no, but a helicopter shows up.
Yep.
Hey, guys.
Oh, hey, we're here, Mom. Look, I'm alive.
No. Hey, we're the military helicopter. We're going to pick you up.
Right.
Then they fly the helicopter to the children because they know where they are because.
Right, because. That's right.
This was absurd.
I guess the Halle Berry's son had the satellite phone.
But again satellites, you're you already poked a hole in that one.
Yeah.
The
moon was doing a clean sweep of the entire,
I guess there's just a magnetic pole to Aspen and everything just
Yep.
It was wild.
Do you think like he has a house? Was that like
Michael Pena was like, I've got our extra house there. It's high ground.
Well, right. My point is, do you think Roland Emmerich owns that house and was like, great, we'll pay myself $100,000 a day?
We didn't really see much of it though. It was like one scene in the living room.
I guess that's
It wasn't
true.
like, ooh, house.
I guess that's true.
So
maybe not.
It
was just so weird.
It was very strange.
Yeah.
I guess it's close. It's the bougiest, closest place to the bunker.
Why not Tahoe?
I don't know. Because it's further from Colorado.
But like, where would the bunker, like, what? Anyway, doesn't matter.
Oh, right. So she throws the tree off of him and they're like, we're going to make it. But then the bridge to the tunnel, collapses.
Right.
The bridge is out. God. And then they just...
the gravity jump. Oh my God. Yeah. It was so stupid.
So silly. So much silliness.
It was really, that's what I mean. Like when it's, 2012 or whatever, the Aztec, apocalypse.
Yeah. This was more banooner.
This was just like absolutely bonkers banana pants nonsense. And so I had a fun time laughing at it because it was not grounded.
No.
In any way, shape, or form.
No.
In reality.
Everyone's reuniting. We did it. We made it. Oh, our children are alive. Yes. And then we cut back to the moon.
Uh-huh. Oh, right.
Fuss Aldrin.
Guy from Marry Me.
Yeah.
People are so mad. He's also in Game of Thrones. Guy from Marry Me, whose name may or may not be John Bradford, is suddenly there in the mystery white clean room.
Am I still alive?
We scanned your consciousness. You're part of the moon now.
You're part of the moon now. What? You see, we scanned your identification. We scanned your essence or whatever and uploaded you to the moon. So now you're like the chancellor of the moon. Have fun with that. Cool. You're hanging out with, I don't know what this was.
I don't know.
This was wild.
Nonsense.
Sequel?
Maybe.
Sequel?
Is it, what was that Johnny Depp movie? Transcendence? He transcends into the AI
and becomes
of the
moon.
Yeah, the moon.
Yeah. Every conspiracy.
He's the man in the moon.
He's the man in the moon. Every conspiracy theorist's dream, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
No freaking way.
Absolute nonsense.
By the end, I genuinely wouldn't have been surprised.
Uh-huh.
Okay, pan out. Oh, you're part of the moon now. Pan out, Men in Black style, right?
Ooh.
We keep panning out.
Alien playing marbles?
Pan out past that.
Okay.
Andy is playing with Buzz and Woody and is saying, you're part of the moon now. And aliens built a mega structure. And Mr. Potato Head was there. And then we jumped over a bridge.
I brought my attack dog with a built-in force field. Well, I brought my dinosaur.
And gravity took us over here. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is just a child playing with toys. Yeah. This is fully like, what the fuck is this? No, absolutely not.
And then the Lexus.
Woo! Yeah. And then there was rednecks, and they were chasing us. Woo! And I did this totally cool rad thing, and I spun out over here, and the gravity went me over there. It was so great. And then I was an astronaut, and they were like, come to the moon. You don't have any training. It's great. Get up there. That's what it felt like.
Yes.
And there's a tidal wave coming, a gravity wave, and it's going to get them, but oh no, they're coming up to the...
Oh, they just made it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Very that. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it is wacky.
It's wacky.
You definitely watch it. Definitely, like, some wine, some edibles, some friends.
Yep.
Make it a vibe.
Make it a vibe.
Patrick Wilson looks hot.
Yeah.
He's ripped up in
Sure.
a t-shirt that's Chris Pratt's, perhaps. It was,
Huh. I mean,
No.
No?
maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to say it.
Nope.
Scott Eastwood.
Well, he can't act, but yes?
But that's what I'm saying.
That's like part of it.
Patrick Wilson and Halle Berry are too good of an actors to be bad in this.
Yes.
So getting people that are bad might have been better.
I might be down for Scott Eastwood.
Right?
Lots of shirtless scenes.
Anyway, so that was A Moonfall.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
I mean, come on, it was a bonkers banana pants
That was
ride.
totally fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Mega structure.
Mega structures.